Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel again. So today I'm back with another video. Okay, as I promised you all that I'll be uploading a video which will be helpful for the those who are applying for the teaching job. And in today's video I'll be talking about like most likely questions which can be asked at the time of interview. So if you are someone those who want to apply for a job in a teaching field, and if you are preparing yourself for the teaching job, then this video will be helpful for you. And if you find this video helpful, please hit on a like button and be a part of my YouTube family and subscribe to my channel. Share my video with those who are in need. So let's get back to the video. I have listed some of the questions which is most likely to be asked at the time of interview. First, whenever they call you, you will get shortlisted and they will call you. They'll call you for this question. They'll be asking you is, tell me something about yourself. So keep in mind that they already know about yourself. They already know about you. They have seen your CV, they have seen what are your experiences, what you are and everything. They read about you, they shortlisted, and then they call you. So when you talk about yourself, please don't mention in detail what is your family background, this and that. Just talk about, just say that, say your name, and if you are an experienced teacher, direct come to your experience. If you are not, say something which is related to it, that about your tuition. So close this section within 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Please don't go more beyond that. This will give them the opportunity to ask more questions. They literally don't want to hear, like an essay from you. So be genuine, talk about the things which are not mentioned particularly in the interview, and then finish it off in 1 or 1.5 minutes. That's it. If still you want to speak something about it, tell about your experience, how you have managed, how was your experience in your previous school, and for how many years you are working in the field and all. Okay, then let's get back to the questions which can be asked at the time of the interview. So if you are new to the field, they'll ask you like the question something like what are the things which inspired you to become a teacher. Okay, so prepare yourself. As I said, be genuine. Don't take the things from someone or seeing the videos or something like that. If you want some of the related answers, you can go and search on the Google. Many answers you can find there. So just take that, have an idea, and make your own. Okay, and then if you are an experienced teacher, they can ask you that, tell me something about your teaching experience. Then talk about the teaching experience. Don't talk any negative point about the previous school, then why you left the school, how was the teacher, how was the management. They literally don't want to know it. If you will say this, then it will be a negative point for you. So don't say anything negative about your previous school. When you are telling about your experience, tell them how was it, how you manage your class, how you manage your students, how the different strategies you have applied for the students to overcome with their difficulties and all. Just talk about this. And then let's come back to the another question. What are some of your favorite teaching strategies? So in this question, they want to know what are the strategies you used for the betterment of the student, how you will apply them. If you are an experienced teacher, talk about the strategies which you have already applied and which became successful, and then give them some of the example, like maximum 1 or 2. That's it. So give them the example of the strategy which doesn't work well on the student, and then how you have managed it and how you have converted your strategy into the other one. So on the Google, on the internet, many of the strategies you can find for the teachers, how to manage the student, how are the different strategies you have. So some of the students are good listeners, some of the students are better learners, some of the students are good readers, some of them they can't sit at one place, they want to move around and they want a live examples, and also that kind of examples you use to explain your strategies to the What grade level do you prefer to teach and why? So when you answer to this question, please keep in mind that if, for example, if you are good to teach grade 5, so give yourself a challenge to teach grade 6. So you can tell them, I can teach grade 6 to 7. Depending upon how good you are, how well versed you are, how you manage the class, and how good you are in your subject, it all depends on that. So if you are good enough that you have a confidence in yourself that you are good at your subject, so challenge yourself for the higher grades. This is my suggestion. Okay, then let's get back to the another question. How do you handle the students' behavior management? So when you talk about students' behavior management, please don't say anything negative about any of the students, because as we discussed that every individual have different personalities. So when we understand that every student have a different personalities, you should have a different strategies for that particular students to use on. So when you talk about the behavior of the student, tell them how you will overcome this. So when you talk about the students' behavior, don't just mention all the negative points, and don't only mention about the student, those who are quiet, those who listen to everything, every instruction, and do all the work. Don't talk even about that. Talk about a good student, an average student, and more below the average student. So when you talk about this, it will give them a clear picture of the strategies you are gonna apply on the students, and they understand how good teacher you are. And then come back to the other video, that how well do you incorporate students' feedback in your teaching practice. So it means that some of the students, they don't like the strategy, the teaching style you are adapting in the classroom. So when they give them when they give you a feedback, like whether they understood it, whether they did not, so how well you will take it. It doesn't mean that you are getting angry on the student, that how you did not understand how I am explaining to you this and that. What are the different technologies, what are the different teaching styles you are using, that all. How do you make the learning fun for the students? So how will you develop your teaching strategies, your teaching style, so that the students can apply it and it looks fun for them, so that they can adapt it and they can grab the knowledge. So that you all have to use. I can't say that to explain about this you should know what your topics are. So just take some of the topic when you are explaining this to an interviewer or an HR. Just take an example of any of the topic and then explain them, then how you will make that topic fun to learn about. Then the next question would be how do you incorporate the technology and multimedia? And almost everyone, even we all got influenced by the by technologies and multimedia and this and that app. So how will you make that interesting? How will you incorporate it in your teachings? That you have to explain, giving an example of different websites, giving an example of different YouTube videos which explains about your topic. Take a topic, at least one topic, and try to for example, if you are taking an example, like example of a photosynthesis. I am a science teacher, and I know that photosynthesis is so common, so everybody knows about it. So I am taking an example of a photosynthesis. So when you go prepare yourself for the interview, take some of the topic like a photosynthesis example, photosynthesis from your the subject, and try to prepare all the answers related to this. So when you are talking about the strategies, take this topic and then tell about the strategies. When you are talking about your teaching style, take the same topic and give the examples like how you will teach it. When you are talking about the technologies and multimedia, take the same example and then say that how well you will incorporate it. So I hope that this video is helpful for you. I can't say that only these questions will be asked, but I tried my best to collect some of the questions. These are the questions which has been asked at the time of my interview, so I tried my best to collect it and explain it to you. I am not saying that only these questions will be asked. Related to this, many of the questions can be asked, but if you go prepare with this many questions, then you can answer even the other questions too. And one more thing which I forgot to tell you is, they might ask you then how you will collaborate with your colleagues. So this also you have to prepare the answer for this. We all knows that we all are like in a teaching field. everywhere, almost everywhere, there will be a politics and everything. And but as I told you that we should not say any negative point about any of the things. So do not talk about any of the politics which you already had in your previous school or anything. So I hope this video is helpful for you. If you find it helpful, please hit a like button and be a part of my YouTube family. Subscribe to my channel and share my video with those who are in need. So till then, stay tuned. So all the best and thanks for watching. Bye bye.